My topic of presentation is ramp lesion of knee. Ramp lesions are seen in the posterior middle part of the medial meniscus. It is a tear of the peripheral attachment of the posterior horn of medial meniscus at the meniscocapsular junction or the meniscotibial ligament. Here we can see that location of this ramp lesion where it occurs. And these lesions are mostly commonly associated with ACL injuries and more often in young individuals less than 30 years. This is a paper presentation in which it was seen that retrograde study was done about the ACL reconstruction surgeries, and about 10% of lesions were having this ramp lesion, and we followed retrogradely when we do retrospective study. This importance of ramp lesion. Most of the missed and untreated ramp lesions can cause ongoing symptoms after the ACL reconstruction, such as medial and posterior pain, reduced flexion range, pain with the impact or twisting, inability to progress appropriately at post-op ACL rehabilitation, and reduced hand function. And MRI scans have been reported to have low sensitivity, and consequently, ramp lesions often go undiagnosed. Therefore, to rule out the ramp lesion, and arthroscopic evaluation with probing and probing of the posterior of the middle meniscus should be performed. This is a study done by the Burt and Sonri Quartet, and he defined these ramp lesions as unrecognized posterior middle instability. And reason for these are the same thing. The MRI study having low sensitivity for this diagnosis of these ramp lesion. So in this study, it was this was pressure was made on this proper posterior middle region of the knee should be evaluated during orthoscopic examination. This is a classification of ramp lesion given by Thonet. Type 1. This is the image of this posterior middle region of this medial meniscus. This is a region of the capsule. This is a junction of capsulomeniscal junction. And these parts are second, third, fourth are part of the meniscus that is divided according to the blood supply. This is red zone, this is red white zone, and this is white zone. And most of the tears ramp lesions are happening in this first and second part, which are having good supply of the good blood vascular supply. And this classification type 1 capsulomeniscal, these lesions are occurring at capsulomeniscal junction. This is we can see. Type 2 is a lesion that which involves the partial superior part of the meniscus also. Here we can see this, it is involved the partially or the superior part. Type 3 is the partially inferior or hidden lesions. They are normally not visible, but they may be suspected in case of high mobility of this medial meniscus. This is the image of this type 3 part. Type 4 part is a complete tear in the red zone of this meniscus, medial meniscus, posterior middle part, and this is the. We can see this is the part. This is the type 4 part. Type 5 is having double tear. The two tears are present in this at the meniscocapsular junction in the posterior part of the middle meniscus. This management of ramp lesions. Firstly, the proper orthoscopic examination and probing of the posterior middle corner of the knee joint should be done. This can be done with the help of valgus stress and picasting of the medial collateral ligament, so that easily we can reach to the posterior middle part of this knee. This is a small video showing this ramp lesion that we had a surgery in a center. This is a posterior middle part of the knee, and this ramp lesion looks somewhat like this. Here we can see the tibial part also, bony part. This is the meniscus part. This is the capsular junction where tear is present.
तो बीच में जो जगह दिखाई दे रही है
ये टीबिया, हाँ ये लेजन है। ये नीचे टीबिया दिख रही है सर, ये मेनिस्कस पार्ट है, कैप्सुलोमेनिस्कल लिगामेंट है, वो टीयर है उसमें। Second step that making posterior middle portal. These posterior middle portals are made in an orthoscopic visualization from interior. From that anteriorly we see the location of this posterior middle portal, and we made this portal in a guided way. And this is what we see from inside when these two posterior middle, high and low posterior middle, after these have been made and calva has been placed over. Through this one of these the visually normally the viewing portal is anterolateral portal through which we are visualizing the whole surgery. Through one of this posterior middle port, a loop wire is passed, and it is taken up by the second posterior middle port. Through this loop wire, a fiber wire is passed, which is going through both the capsule and the meniscus part. And after this passing of the fiber wire, this knot is tied, and we can see that the proper fixation of this lesion has been done over here. This is a paper which Matthew Thonet, who said that In this paper, it has been like defined the benefits of posterior approach. It has a better visualization of the lesion. There is improved quality, and we can easily debride the lesion before repair. It has a better strength for vertical suture placement. Normally, when there are many surgeries where we do from this like automated devices from the anterolateral approach, but the strength of this like sutures are not as much good as we can place it by manually through this like, vertical sutures which are placing through these portals. And this we have this better closure, better control of the closure that is properly both the margin and closing or not. We can properly visualize it. Through anterolateral approach, we are doing it like with the automated machine. We don't have that much control of the closure of the lesion. This is a video of the surgery. Here we can see the posterior part. We are seeing that these lesions, ram lesion, and through orthoscopic visualization, we made this posterior low port first. And in the guided way, we put the cannula over there. Now the second port has been moved, that is little bit superior to the high portal, high posterior portal. We are taking both the bites in both like meniscocapsule ligament and the meniscus part, and we are passing the loop wire. This loop wire with the help of rasper taken out with the other lower part of the posterior port. This fiber wire has been passed, and this knot is being tied over there. Then this like we can see after both the part of fiber wire has been like taken out from the lower port. And here you can see after tying knot this lesion and the defect is been like properly closed.